I'm Saul Mamakwa, and this is my National Day for Truth and Reconciliation message. The way I see it, reconciliation can be an act of performance, or it can be a product of reflecting on a past, healing, and making right. You can't have reconciliation without truth. For many years, Indian residential school survivors spoke of their first-hand experience of the abuse inflicted upon them, where many children were killed and buried in unmarked graves. The reality is that most Canadians do not accept this as truth. And it wasn't until our children's remains were unearthed by the hundreds and then thousands that the truth could not be ignored. Some praise the Government of Canada and the Catholic Church for publicly admitting the truth of Indian residential schools. But admitting to wrongdoing in the face of undeniable evidence is not reconciliation. Performative acts of apology are not reconciliation. We need to see that all parties are meaningfully reflecting on the past, healing, and making things as right as can be. The Church still refuses to share Indian residential school records, which would help identify the children disposed of in unmarked graves. Canada continues to uphold colonial structures, policies, and practices which oppress Indigenous people and undermine treaty relationships. I cannot overstate the impact colonial oppression continues to have, the intergenerational trauma. Many have devoted their lives to healing and reclaiming their roots where they find strength. Still, others are overcome by the weight of their shared and personal trauma and are still struggling with substance use and survival tactics, which all too often leads to incarceration. Far too many cannot survive the trauma's weight and take their own lives. As Canadians, we all play a role in reconciliation. If we can approach people with understanding rather than judgment, break down the structures of oppression, and heal together, reconciliation is possible. There is hope.